Hello, come on in. Hey, you guys. Okay, I am so pumped that you are here right now. And understand, okay, you are here on purpose. Okay, like you're hearing this for a reason. Okay, and likely there's going to be some juicy nugget in here that is going to really hit home with you. And maybe this is something that you've been thinking about. Maybe this is something that you're going like, I've really been feeling this, but I didn't have the words. Okay, let these be the words. Okay, and I don't want any of our conversation that we're going to have today be it might be full of buzzwords because I kind of can't help it when I'm trying to get my point across. But I really want you to understand that you hold the power to release yourself from stress and burnout that's happening in your life. And you might say, no, Dylan, it's not me. It's not me causing this. It's my work. It's my spouse. It's my kids. It's my government. It's my fill in the dots, fill in the blanks. Okay. You say that these are the things, but really what's happening is it's your thoughts around those things. Those things are just things. Those things are just things. Like, think about it. You might be like, well, Dylan, it's because I have no money. Money's just money. It's just money. It's just numbers. It's just right. Like it's just that, just like anything else. It's your thought about the money, your thought about the work, your thought about your marriage, your thought about your relationship with your family or your kids. It's your thinking around the thing that's the actual issue. And that's a really hard pill to swallow because that means that as individuals, and I got to do this too, you guys, I'm not teaching anything that I don't have to look in the eye as well. Okay. Everything is it's all perception, right? The same, you could take two people, they both have $5 in their bank account, or they both work at the same place and do the same job. Okay. And one person's going, oh my gosh, I'm so stressed. I only have $5 in my bank account. This is insane. And I hate my job and I can't believe I got to do this work and blah, 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 blah. The other person's like, sweet, I got $5 in my bank account. And dot, dot, dot around their work. Okay. It's a matter of how you're looking at it. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So what I want you to do right now is I want you to write down what is the thing that you're feeling stressed and burnt out over right now. Write it down. Call it out. Okay. And maybe it's a bunch of things. Maybe it's your relationships and your work and your bank account and your health and dot dot dot. Okay. The best part about doing this work on yourself is you can't help but it impact every single aspect of your life. It's crazy awesome. Okay. So write it down, call it out. Now, what I want you to do now is I want you to look at it from a different point of view. Okay. This is the power of mindfulness. Like mindfully looking at it, not just looking at it for what you can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch, because this work that we do on ourselves, that I teach people and like really lean into it with them, it's all comes from within you. It comes from within you. It actually has, that's why I'm like, it doesn't actually matter what you think the thing is that's stressing you out. You're stressing you out. I know. What? You are. You're doing it with your thinking around the thing. The only reason you think that way around the thing is because of your beliefs around it. Let's take the money example or the job example. Okay. The person that's going, oh my gosh, I only have $5. This is insane. That's it. I'm going to lose it all. Okay. They were programmed, raised in a certain way, were exposed to certain things where $5 was deemed as bad or not a lot of money. The other person would have been raised in a way where it was like $5. That's all I need to like feed myself today and I'm good to go. Okay? We were programmed to think the way that we think. The best part about it, and it's the thinking that causes the stress, right? So the best part about it is that you can reprogram your thinking. Like the way you think right now about your work, your relationships, your health, all the things, that doesn't have to be your forever thought. Okay? So the game changer happens when you start to be mindful of this and mindful of your thinking. Mindfulness is about being fully present in the moment, because one moment you could feel like a total rock star with $5. The next minute you're like, this is awful. Okay, but it's about being in the moment without judgment or attachment to what's happened in the past or what you like are guessing is going to happen in the future. Right? When we get stressed about things, it's because we're going like, oh my gosh, I only have $5. How am I going to pay my credit card? How am I going to pay my mortgage? How am I going to pay? How am I going to pay them? Right? You're stressing about things that are happening in the future. And people will say to me, but Delyn, like that's real. Like that bill is going to come in. And I'm going to need more than $5 in my bank account to pay for it. Truly and honestly, detach yourself from the thing that you think is stressing you out. So I'm going to keep using money as an example because there's a lot of people out there that are stressed about money. Okay? Money isn't the stressor. Your thoughts about money are the stressor. Okay, but what mindfulness does is it will help reduce that stress and it'll start giving you clarity around what money actually is. When you were a kid, $5 was like amazing. Right? But picture this. If even you're having a super overwhelming, frazzled day, imagine that you could see that you have $5 in your bank account and still be filled with joy. Dave and I actually went for a walk this morning, as we do every morning with the dog, and the garbage truck went by. And I mean, we live in Barbados, so I mean, it's on, there's no rhyme or reason why they have garbage days on certain days. It's just always garbage day. Everybody just always keeps their garbage out in the bin. Anyways, garbage truck is going by and you can smell it coming. Okay, it's hot here. So you can smell it coming. And yet the person grabbing the garbage to throw it into the truck was so happy. Like, hello, have an amazing day. And even when we walked past, this woman was on the back of the truck, like helping. And she was literally like hanging off the truck and was like, hello, have a great day. Your dog is beautiful, whatever. And I was just like, I said to Dave, that woman just made my day. You can hang off the back of a stinky garbage truck in Barbados and still be happy. Perception. She was mindful. Because you have a choice, right? You're hanging off the back of a stinky garbage truck in Barbados. You have a choice whether you are going to like embrace it and be grateful and be mindful of your own energy and that experience or not. Okay, but it's about anchoring yourself in the thoughts that bring you joy. She wasn't thinking about the garbage truck. She wasn't thinking about if she had $5 in her bank account. She wasn't thinking about those things. She was thinking, I don't know what she was thinking about, but she was thinking, I could feel her energy. I could feel like in her tone. I could feel it in her everything about her. that she was rooted in that. And there's so many tools that you can use, from meditation to breathing exercises, like to journaling, to like there's lots of tools, and lots of people go, "Oh, I use those tools, but it doesn't work for me." It's about knowing when to bring out those tools, and again, detaching yourself from the outcome. They're just tools. Money is just a tool. It's a tool. Okay, but your burnout that you're feeling over constantly thinking about the things that are going wrong or that you don't love, this is that silent enemy that's like lurking in the shadows. Because burnout, it's not just about you feeling tired. It's about you feeling depleted physically, emotionally, mentally. But I'm telling you, mindfulness can be your shield against burnout. Okay, when you begin to do this work on yourself and you begin to cultivate that self-awareness and resilience, know when to bring out the tools, you'll start to recognize the really early warning signs of burnout and nip it before it gets you and you're just taken out. I used to not, I get this, you guys, because I spent years burnt out, years, like multiple. Like I think back at it now, I'm like, why did I even let it go on for years? But I did, because I didn't know any better. And I just thought, well, it's the stage of life I'm in. Like I had all the reasons on why it was supposed to be that way. But the truth is it doesn't have to be that way, because the moment I started doing this work on myself, my whole life changed. Because it wasn't because I became a millionaire overnight, or because I became super healthy overnight, or because, my kids were still little. Like that was my ultimate excuse. They were my biggest why and my ultimate excuse, all wrapped into one package. They were the reason I was burnt out, but they were also the reason why I was doing what I was doing. Okay. So the key is look at that piece of paper where you identified that thing, and start carving out just even a few minutes a day where you begin to look at that thing in a new way and ask yourself better questions about it, right? So if you've written down money or work or my spouse, or maybe you're in grief, okay, whatever it is, identify it. What you resist persists. What you look at goes away. It's not about perfection. It's about progress of this. I would love to say to you, and I mean, I work with people for a minimum of 6 months, right? Because I need time with them to help with the reprogramming and like get them on a plan and moving forward, right? But I'm like, this doesn't actually end after 6 months. Like when I hired my first coach a dozen years ago, I thought, okay, I'm going to get in there. I'm going to get out, because I was a doer. Do. Every day, you guys, I still work on me. And mindfulness. And mindfulness is one thing that I set up the moment my eyes open, even before my eyes open, to when and it's changed the way, like when I'm working out in the morning, I'm not just working out, I'm mindful of the movements that I'm doing. When I'm eating, I'm mindful of it. I'm not just like, when I'm on a walk with the dog, I'm mindful of the nature around me and just full of gratitude. It's a game changer. Like one little piece will shift everything for you. Okay, so remember, mindfulness is your powerful tool. It's gonna honestly, that in itself is gonna reduce stress and prevent burnout. The second thing I want you to remember is consistency is key. This work is actually never done. It's not a one and done. It's not, and this is the thing, in a world of pill poppers, there's no secret pill that you take it once and it's done. This is something that you repeat to yourself over and over and over and over and over. Okay? And the third is you have to prioritize this. Like I could tell you about it, but I can't force you to do it. You can know about it, but you have to make a decision to actually do this and to set boundaries around everything else that's not moving you forward. And of course, if you need help with this, this is where reach out. Because feeling stuck and burnt out is not the way you want to feel. It's not serving you. And you get to have a massive impact while you are here on this earth. We just got to get out of our own way long enough to do it. Deal? Okay. Have an awesome day, you guys.